Hi, good morning, good afternoon. I don't do lives often, and I'm doing this so that I can get it out there, get it published, put it in multiple platforms for anybody to listen to later. So I'm gonna play a song for you, and I want you to connect to this vibe, hear this, and then I'm gonna go sit down and give you guys a message, a channeled message. All right, so here we go. And I'll tell you the name of that song. It is Loving Awareness with Ram Dass by East Forest, I believe. No, I don't like have anything to sit this. Here, I guess I'll put it right here. Okay. Okay, so hopefully you all can hear me just fine. Thank you for being here. And it was brought upon me strongly to get this message out for today. And I know there's some people who live hours ahead of me. Some people are behind in time, whatever, right? But that doesn't matter. The general theme and message coming forth right now, I became aware of when I woke up this morning and did meditation. And in meditation, I decided to stand up, and I became aware of my subtle bodies. I became aware of all my subtle bodies. And how do I explain this? Usually when I become aware of my subtle bodies, I'm in stillness, right? You're in stillness, or you have like a grand, maybe not even a grand experience where you do become aware of the multiple aspects and layers of you. What makes you your subtle bodies, okay? Well, it was rare for me. Hi there. It was rare for me because I became aware of it while standing. And I had a thought. I was like, that's interesting. And then I had another feeling come that, wow, I must not be fully embodied today. I woke up and I'm not fully in my body today. And I was like, okay, I'll keep that in mind. And it also helped me understand the way someone behaved late last night. I was like, oh, I believe that this person wasn't in their body fully. So the person was extra sensitive. So let's take it a step further. So I just shared that I experienced being super hyper aware of my subtle bodies while not even being in a deep meditation or anything like that. And then I had the awareness, okay, I must not be fully embodied right now, which that happens to a lot of people. It happens to a lot of us when we first wake up in the morning and energy needs to settle and our spirit needs to come like back into our body. Okay. I had the feeling that some people were already picking up on this before this morning. Some people are probably picking it up on it today. Just whenever this message reaches you, if it applies to you, you'll know when you were feeling it, okay? So the message coming forth is just be aware that is happening. That's why I have this song playing in the background, Loving Awareness. I am loving awareness. Be very aware and mindful of everything that you're feeling, of everything that you're sensing and picking up on. And if you feel extra sensitive to sounds, especially sounds and movements and stuff like that, that usually can happen and can create anxiety when you're not fully embodied, when you're not fully in your body. Yeah, it can create a lot of anxiety. And people who have high anxiety, some people who have mood swings, this is actually something that's going on with them. It may not be everyone, but a lot of people that experience this. It's because their energy is not fully embodied, and they're extra sensitive. They're picking up to everything, all the subtle energies. They're picking up on so much around them and may not be aware of it. And so it's affecting their mood. It's affecting how they're feeling. And then obviously they make choices in their behavior, right? And if you're not someone who is very mindful, you can make some choices that are not from a mindful place, not from a place of love and kindness. It's more of a place of reaction, right? Instead of a place where you're aware and then you stop and give some thought to it and choose your action. So the channel message coming forth is that this must be happening on a collective level for many of us. And there's many different reasons, and we're constantly receiving influxes of energy, okay? For instance, last night, I felt yummy energy stirring in my heart and my solar. And I was like, oh, this feels amazing. This feels great. So we're being blasted with different, energies and upgrades and stuff to clear us out all the time if we're open to it. And for some it can feel super yummy, and for some people it can be stressful and hard, because if you have an energy block and you are not doing the work to move through it, or if you are struggling to let whatever it is go, it's going to be harder for you. You know what I mean? Because you're holding on to ego. You're holding on to your ego, and yeah, simply put, you're holding on. And letting go, I know sometimes just saying letting go, it's not that simple. But, if you can give yourself space, time to go within and to really look at things, do whatever spiritual practices that work for you, whatever tools, whatever labels you want to give it, right? To help you move through things, do that. So have that loving awareness for yourself today whenever you feel it. Like I said, for some it might be yummy. For me, it wasn't scary. I became aware of it and I was like, this is different, but okay. And for some, it might be scary. Like a friend of mine was like, I don't feel good today. Something's not right. No. And I was like, and I told her, and she was like, oh my God, that's exactly what I'm feeling. So now she's aware, and she's going to do the work to help it move out more easily and ground herself. Now there's another part, one or two parts I want to share here. So when you are feeling this way, when you're feeling your subtle bodies, if you're feeling disembodied, right? If you're feeling out of your body, there are things you can do to ground yourself. It's simple as going outside, going into nature itself, and then the vibration, the frequencies out there really help ground you in. That's number one, and it's easy, and it's yummy, and it's great, and it's really good for the soul and for the body and everything. Other than that, you can do a grounding meditation. You can do body awareness, like sit down and do deep breathing and then focus on each part of your body slowly. So you're bringing awareness to each part of your body, and that is helping you come back into your body. You can do breath work, pranayama, to bring yourself back. And another great thing is just using your power, realizing you have power, you are sovereign, you need to empower yourself, and you make a statement. You can literally just sit or stand, whatever, and you say however you want to say. But this morning when I woke up and realized it, I just said, I am a divine sovereign being of light. I call forth my spirit, my energy, my soul back into my body now, to be anchored into my physical vessel here on earth, to be mindful today, to be very mindful of my thoughts, to be very mindful of the words I speak, and very mindful of the actions that I choose today. May everything come from love, peace, harmony, loving kindness. Okay? Like that. You can say it however you want to say it. And another thing I want to touch on before I go is that it's very possible that this energy right now is helping some of us integrate an aspect of our soul. An aspect of your soul that was fragmented. Sorry, for some reason. Fragmented. In psychology, it's called dissociation. In the shamanic realm and the spiritual realm, we call it soul fragmentation. And that happens when there's trauma. And a lot of us experience this and don't realize it. So it's very possible, like what you're experiencing right now is, yes, parts of you are not in your body, but also you're becoming aware of an aspect of your soul that is ready to integrate with like the energy that's coming in. It's ready to come back and integrate with your soul. And that will have to be another video because that'll be a lot longer. But just be very mindful of that. And if you don't know about soul integration, soul fragmentation, it can be scary. It can feel disorienting. It really depends on where you're at the time when it occurs. In my experience, it's been a bit of a mix, and especially if it's an aspect of your soul that has been fragmented for a long time from something extremely traumatic. So when I had an aspect of my inner child reintegrate, and this is an aspect of me that fragmented when I was molested as a child, it was really frightening. It was frightening because there were memories coming back. Sometimes you'll have some flashes of memories or feelings, sensations and stuff like that. And that's literally stuff that fragment had and was holding on to, and now it's ready to come back in, so it's sharing it with you, so it's like downloads, and that can be overwhelming. Just give yourself a very nurturing space. That's the one thing I can say is, if you start to feel like this, go home if you can. If you're like at work, I would highly suggest do not stay at work. You want to be able to feel safe if you are starting to feel disoriented. You want to surround yourself with someone or people or that support you and love you and can tend to you if you're experiencing this. Or if you prefer to be alone, just make sure your space is quiet and peaceful and nurturing. Give yourself plenty of water and good food, and wrap yourself in a blankie or something. Play some gentle music, take a bath, just different self-care tools and nurturing tools. Sometimes you just need to cry it out. You could always use plant medicine. That always helps. There's a lot of different things. If you have questions about that, just message me, because like I said, it would be a very, very long video thing, and I just needed to pop on live and then get off and do what I need to do today. So if you have any questions about soul fragmentation and all that, just send me a message. In general, if you have a question about anything I've said just now, you can feel free to send me a message. But like I said, just practice loving kindness, loving awareness throughout the day, and however long you're experiencing, that awareness of your subtle body, like really, like you can tell, oh my gosh, I'm not embodied today. Practice bringing yourself back into your body. Be gentle with yourself, be gentle with others. And even if you weren't experiencing this, I really hope that you would be kind and mindful anyways, every day. Okay, so thank you for tuning in. I'll be back later with more updates and stuff like that. And if you don't tune in later, I'm just sending you some blessings and peaceful energy. Namaste. Vitakue oyasin rohanui. Ciao. By the way, I literally have no idea how I stopped this, so